Hi guys, welcome to week one. My name is Michael Maldonado and I am your instructor for GRA 220 for the next several weeks. So, what are we doing here? Let me tell you. This is a great course and I'm going to tell you why it's a great course because it's brand new and I'm really super psyched about it because I actually SME'd this course, which means I basically wrote it. Which is pretty cool. So it's totally different than the other class, any of your other classes I think are so far because we approach this completely different this time. Put a little bit of what's called gamification into it so that, to make it a little bit more fun while you're learning. So I just want to explain what that means by taking a look at the final product, final uh, the final project for this course is a culmination of things that you're going to be doing to prepare for this final all session long. So the entire term you're going to be working on the same final project, and we'll take a look at that in 1 second. But before we do that, I want to just come over here to our course homepage, and now I'm just in the announcements right here, and this is my view. So let's go to your view, what you guys see. Let's go to your view. Okay, so this is what you're going to see, and it starts down here with this welcome to GRA. And just read through that. You've heard it all before, but just please read through it and just understand that like all of these bold and underlined stuff that looks like you're getting yelled at, well, you're not really getting yelled at. It just kind of looks that way because I'm trying to draw your attention to that portion of the typography. So, just take these and read them and just kind of put this personality that you're seeing on the screen with these assignments, and I think you'll get the whole gist of it. And the same thing with your critiques. I like doing these videos so you guys can see the personality. I'm a pretty laid back guy, and if sometimes for students it's really tough to see what the person critiquing the work is like when you're just hearing when you're just reading it, or you know what I'm saying. So I like to add this video so you guys can see what the facial expressions and so forth. So it will give you a chance to see what perhaps it would be like if you were sitting in front of someone who was reviewing your work. Plus, it's just more personal. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to do it all session long. So let me know if you hate it or you like it. Let me know. So here's our policy. Here's our intro. Here's just a few words on late policy. And listen, about late policy, guys, if you're going to be late, just let me know. I'll work with you. Totally. I'm not going to be like that, counting the minutes until I can dock you points. I want you guys to do as well as you possibly can. So if you're going to be late, drop me a note and I'll say, okay, no problem. So please don't just let that go without letting me know, because if you don't let me know, there's nothing I can really do about it. If you let me know, I can help you out. Great distribution right here. And then this is a calendar of events, as it were. So take a look at that real quick. Just, take a couple minutes to take a look at it so you can kind of just navigate the waters ahead a little bit to see what's going on. And then you'll have this little note here on participation. And here again, you can see where look where I'm yelling. But anyways, and then, this is wonderful. This open content, images you can use for your assignments. Please read this, guys. Please read through this, because I'm always getting emails and questions about where do we get images, where do we find images. And here you have it. This is a wonderful source. This is from Getty, so these are good quality images. Plus, I'll be giving you guys sites for images throughout the session. So, okay, so that's what I have there. And then now let's take a look at the assignments. So I'm going to go to Learning Modules, and let's take a quick look at Learning Module 1. And I would like to first draw your attention to this discussion image capture process. So this is the first discussion board. Typically, in my discussion boards, I like to see a good solid rationale, a good reasoning for your answers, and I like to see your research. So citations are a must. Okay, and if I ask a question or somebody else asks a question within your discussion, answer it, please. Otherwise, it's going to look like you're not engaged. And I expect you guys to ask questions in each other's discussion boards. So I don't want you guys to say, nice job, good job, yay, hurrah. I want you to engage each other, challenge each other. I need questions. I need questions in discussion boards. So keep that in mind, please. Ask each other questions. I'll be looking for that. So the first, if you click on that, you go to the first discussion. And that's pretty easy. Describe the image capture process using digital camera. And you guys can read through that yourself, but I want to show you something. If we go right back where we were, in that module 1 folder, you can see this reading and resources, and look, bingo, video, introduction to digital photography. So here are all your answers right here within this announcement right here. Coffee one side, water on the other side. Yeah, this is coffee, by the way. I know it's a small cup. So, anyways, your answers are right here. Okay, these are great resources. Use them. You might as well. And then you also have this. You're reading from your book that pertains to the assignments for this week. These outside resources are pretty much for the discussion board, and this reading is for the assignments. So the discussion 1.1 image capture process, and then we have blog image capture and processing. So that's your blog, and if we click that and we take a look at that, what's up here? We have shoot or scan 3 images, transfer the images to your computer, and open the images in Photoshop. Correct the images, color casts, blah blah blah. I'm going to show you guys a tutorial. I'm going to actually show you guys how to do this next video, which I'm going to do right after this one. So a little tutorial on how to do this. So look for that. Okay, so then that's the blog for week 1. And then if we keep going down, we have, oh, this is really super important for week 1. I want you guys to definitely look at the final project review. Take a look at the final project. Really, we're going to look at it right now, but I want you guys to spend a few minutes because it's a good portion of your grade. If you look at the final grading rubric, it's pretty serious, really, really heavily weighed on the final project, which you'll be working on all sessions, so that makes sense. And then I also want you to twist this guy open here, assignments and guidelines and rubrics, so that you can take a look at all of those. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. And through the magic of time-lapse photography, we've got this open, and this is our final project guideline and rubric. Okay, so what are we going to do for our final project? We are going to design. And excuse me one second. So yeah, we're gonna actually design a toy in this guy, and you're gonna design this thing from scratch. And let me tell you how we're gonna do that. We're actually gonna take a series of photographs or scanned images, found images from magazines or something, and we're gonna find a bunch of different sections of toys, and we're gonna put them together. Then we're gonna use Photoshop to actually put this toy together in Photoshop and put it in some sort of a scene so we can get an idea of the personality of the toy or the creature that you're going to create. Then we'll go back into Illustrator and we're going to actually illustrate the toy. So you're going to take pictures of it, you're going to assemble it in Photoshop, then you're going to put that into Illustrator and illustrate that, okay? Back to Photoshop and InDesign where you're going to create a background, put the creature in there and create an ad. Okay, so dig this, guys. Here is kind of what the I thought I had that guy lined up. Let me see. Let me show you what. Let me just show you real quick what the final is going to look like. Okay, here's this guy right here. All right, check that out. So here's what we have. So here would be this head. That would be part of one toy. All right. Maybe this mouth or these ears would be a part of another toy. All right. And then the arms would be a part of another toy. Or I'm sorry, the hands coming out of the sleeves. So you would have this part, you'd have the body, and then you'd have the arms. So you have 3 or 4 different toys here that you kind of put together in Photoshop. And then you took that and put it into Illustrator and you illustrated it. Okay, like this. Then you would have created this background in Photoshop. Then you'll put the whole thing in InDesign, put it together, and add this type that you created in Illustrator. So pretty cool. It gives you guys a chance to go from Illustrator to Photoshop to InDesign and back and forth. Okay, so if you take a look at the actual guideline and rubrics, okay, so here's the overview, the prompt, and then you can see that these are just all these different processes and all of these different techniques that are going to lead us to the final product, and being the toy and the ad. Okay, so then you have these these 4 milestones, and then your final submission. So we have checkpoints along the way the entire time to make sure we're going to add, a really super dynamite final product for you guys, portfolio worthy. And then here's your rubric, so you can also check this along the way. And I'm going to put a link to this final project document at the bottom of this announcement, so take a look for that. Okay, and then let's see. I think that's all we had for week 1. It is. Just so remember, here's your module overview. Here's your reading and resources. Look at these for the week 1 discussion, and then the blog. Take a look at those for the blog, plus your reading. And then you have your final project review, so take a look at that, and then also look at your assignment guidelines and rubrics, just to have an idea, like I said, navigate to see where we're at and where we're going. Okay, so just coming up next is a video where I'm going to show you guys how to actually do this assignment right here, this blog. Okay, that's upcoming. Thanks, guys.